Hey y'all, what's up? This is A Renee from Journal Jot and Jive. If this is your first time stopping by the channel, welcome to the channel. If you are a returning subscriber, hey y'all. Alright, so we have a video today. We are going to check in with our 2022 journal. We are in the full week, y'all. The second full week of January. Baby, January is skating on by. So let's go ahead and see what we need to do and what adjustments we can make. So we're going to talk about the journal, but before we do that, the candle of the day is going to be by 1216 Candles. You can find her shop on Instagram. I'm going to hope I put it in the description. But y'all, I got to do better about the descriptions, okay? That's going to be one of my goals, is to do better. But anyway, it's by 1216 Candles. It's called Georgia Peach. And we're going to use our electric lighter. So this little noise may annoy some of y'all. I may mute it out. I may not. Alright, so let me take a little seat. And let's go ahead and start flipping through the journal. Alright, so my journal is a A6 Stalogy. It's inside of this floral coach cover, y'all. I am not like big on different covers right now in my life, but this one had flowers, so I bought it. I think I mentioned it in the video before. So the last video before this one, I gave you all a peek into how I set up my journal, but now I want to show you some things in action. And I'm going to also create a page in here. All right, so when we flip through, you have a half year A5 Stalogy. So your A5 is going to be your standard size journal, which most people utilize. I honestly like the B6 better, but I wanted to try the A5 out this year. I mean, I'm going to make it do what it's going to do, because this is only probably going to last me, truthfully, the quarter. So I should be swapping out in the next quarter. All right, so when you flip over on the inside, we have how I decorated before. I mentioned to you all I cut this out of Canva. And I ain't cut nothing out of Canva, child. I printed this off of Canva, and then I cut it down to size, and I added a little stuff in here. All right, so when y'all first saw this, I had a note to self, so I wrote a note to myself. It doesn't bother me to show you this, so please understand, if I show it, it's because I'm okay with it. Y'all ain't gonna see everything in here. All right, so I filled that out, and I still have to add a photo in here. Girl, when she does her hair, she will be able to add one. And so then we have the words of the year. Prior to this, I did not have this filled in with the definitions, but I defined the word. I would like to motivate you all, if you're gonna do a word of the year, please define it. Some of y'all be like, oh, I wanna be, I wanna have some consistency in my life, and you don't even know what it means. And the other part is to say why in your journal entries throughout the time. See your words in your journal, in the work that you do in your life. All right, so I'm going to flip that over. The next page was 22 moments of gratitude. So I'll fill these in sporadically. I do gratitude in other places as well, but this is more for something that sticks out the most. So far I have 2 in here. Then we're going to flip over. This is the 22 books. So I have the first book that I'm reading. I have another one I need to add on for my book club that I'm in. Chad, I ain't been in nobody book club meeting, but I read the books, or I get them. I don't read all of them, but I get them. So I need to go ahead and put that particular one in. So then we had the clarity and consistency. I am going to fill some of this in on screen, but that will be sped up a little bit later. So as we talked about in the other video, and again, I'm going to link this video so you can go back and check it out if you haven't seen it. We have the various 22 and 22 pages. So I've started filling in some of the pages. So as things happen, I'll go in and add those in. So you'll start seeing this fill up on screen throughout this quarter. We ain't been in no plant shops yet, y'all. We haven't. But I did have the water that I purchased, and I got a Wet n Wild Stoplight Red. This week is my Founders Day for Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. So I did get a nice little red. So y'all will see that on the 13th, okay? I'll probably post a picture in the community section and say, hey y'all, hey. All right, and then the restaurants, we ain't been nowhere yet. Coffee, tea, smoothie shop, we ain't been nowhere yet. And then what do we have over here? So this is a container garden, and I haven't taken the notes in this section. Now I do have a page y'all did not see in the previous video. So this is 40 in 40. So whatever your age is, you can create a page where you want to do or experience 40 or whatever your number is. If you're 65, if you're 35, whatever that is, you create a page. Now you don't have to do all of this extraness. You can number it down and then you list those things. So my first thing, I got my nose pierced last week. I've been wanting to do that for a while, so I did that. So I plugged that in on this page. So this will fill up. I can't wait to see how it completes out this year. And then over here is daily routine. So one of my goals is to have a routine that's going to work for me in the morning and in the evening. So I need to go in and write it out. I have it written down on a sticky note, so I'll do that. So for example, one of the things I have to do is get better with making my bed. No shame in my game over here. I wasn't raised like this, but I don't always make my bed. So for the first 11 days in January, I've been making my bed every single morning. She feels so excited and accomplished. Come on, clarity and consistency. So yeah, there's that. So I'll fill that in. And then I added some cute little paper just because. And then I opened it up where I can write something. So it's like a little secret door. Tips to people who are like,
what if somebody finds my journal? What if they read it?
Girl, they gonna see what they gonna see. And if it's about them, oh well.
All right, but no, seriously, you can create some secret doors in your journal. All right, so then we get into January, and I did a little small entry there, added some paper. I don't think that was here the first time I showed y'all in the video. And then we flip over and we have our first entry. So I was okay with showing y'all this. I hope ain't nothing crazy in here, but if it is, whatever. So I did a little bit of junk journaling, mixed media, which is fun to do. And then we have the pages that I currently have done that ain't none of y'all business. So it is clipped off. All right, so that's what we have so far. And then we're gonna go to the back and I'm gonna show you. I love vinyl stickers. So I'm adding stickers inside of my book. I'm not gonna do it in the front part because we already created this. But in the back I have vinyl stickers. So I am going to start adding these to the Journaltique this quarter, which the Journaltique is my boutique online store for journals and stationery type items. It is where I will work with different vendors and have different items because everybody is their individual. And when it comes to journaling, I just feel like you should have your fit. So I'll have various items in there. So I'm excited to introduce that to y'all. Some items will be listed in February. So go ahead and mark your calendar. All right, so again, that's that flip through. So let's go ahead and get into setting some pages up. This portion of the video, I won't be chatty, okay? Because I can't talk and create and journal because I'll be spelling something wrong, all right? So let's go ahead and get into it. All right, y'all, so I am back. Like I said, I went in and I added in a couple of more things on some of the pages that are designed to be utilized daily, weekly, so that I can continue to come inside of my journal. All right, so we did a couple of affirmations and I'll fill in more along the way. I think there was a couple of sections that I didn't show y'all because I had them paper clipped together, so let's go see. All right, so I am reading a book for my membership subscription, the Journal Lounge. So I like to define certain words, y'all. I define everything. And then another thing that I didn't show you because it was paper clipped, I believe. If not, you're just gonna hear it again. All right, so at the top of the week, I have just this for an overview, a journal dump. What are some things that I want to journal about through this week? I may or may not get to it, who knows. And then a couple of things that I want to look at. All right, and then I like to write my words of the year throughout my journal planners. It's just a habit that I've picked up over the years. I am practicing lettering. So I did this the other day. It was on Instagram somewhere, y'all saw that. And doodling, so that's there. Maybe I did say this, did I? Girl, we don't know. But then there's an ideas page. I can fit in some additional things. I'm in this other group who was like, oh, hey, this year we're going to talk about journaling. And I was like, girl, ladies, that's right up my alley. So I went ahead and created a small journal entry for that. So it's be intentional. That's not what was said to do. The word was, what did we want to be intentional about? So I went in and did some of the things that I want to be intentional on. All right. And then I have a little freebie page over here. I'll go in and do something or not. It just depends on what I feel. All right, and so today I created my journal page for this evening. I had some stamps earlier in some of my videos. I explained to y'all the girl has a lot of stamps over here and she's gonna learn how to stamp one way or the other. So went in and added a couple of those, daily reflection, and then I'll go in. Now here's an interesting thing. Some people will like Stalogy notebooks. Some people will not. Many will not because you can see the writing from the day before. But what I like is after you write on top of it, it pretty much doesn't bother you, okay? I like the wear and tear of a journal to just see and feel the texture. This page is really kind of thin, so I don't know. It's just very soothing for me. All right, so then we go to the next page, and as I mentioned before, in my membership and subscription program, we're reading a book. So I'm gonna do some notes, definitions, and quotes. So if I don't understand a word, I define it, because
I'm not gonna be sitting up here reading just to say I read and be lost. Okay? It don't work for me. So
this is word to the wise for all of y'all that are like,
I read 100 books this year.
Girl, you read a whole bunch of books with some word lady. Let me not say, girl, that's so rude.
ladies, you might have read a whole lot of books this year, but there were some words that you didn't know. Don't be afraid to journal the words that you don't know. You're never too old to learn. All right, so I just again wanted to show y'all my journal and how it is in motion and rotation. Okay, so this year we're gonna use these journals. I know y'all got the planners. Y'all gonna get some more planner videos. But I'm all about journaling first, okay? Get those thoughts out your head onto the paper. Now listen, if you've made it this far, that means you either like what you see or hear.
So go ahead and hit that like button, okay? Let's go ahead and get Journal Jot and Jive on the map. Y'all need me just like I need you, all right? And if
You want to see more of me? I need to know that you want to see more of me. Hit that like button and that subscribe button and that notification bell so every time I post, you are in the know. All right, until the next video, write your heart out.